hope everyone's doing well. Today we're doing some more model building, yes. We're starting a new model kit. And this one might give some PTSD to Yu-Gi-Oh players. So let me change the scenery so you guys can see. Of course, we are building the Divine Arsenal Zeus. So, let's get this out of the way. Also, if you're curious what I'm streaming on, this is my PC. This is my PC. There we go. There you go. Streaming laptop. Oh no, so serious though. Let's start actually building this shit. So. Hey. Let's turn that off before I accidentally start playing music over myself here. Put this box to the sides. And then we just need a Mercury Soul. Now we just need to open some of these packs up so that we can get to our pieces. Oh god, there's a lot more than I expected. And they're not easy to grab out of here whilst they're still packaged. It's a very soft box as well, so it's kind of difficult to get everything out without losing everything here. Okay, put that onto the... God damn it, everything is sliding, everything is sliding! Okay, the tiny pieces, let's put those off to the side, on that side, before they fall. That's a losing battle. Okay, let me grab my knife from underneath this pile. So let me just get everything out of this first. So we have a H screw, if we can get it out. There we go. I'm putting the plastic in the box that's supposed to cover all of this up, so I'll throw it away in after stream. But first, let's get all the sprues out of the baggies. Let's start with the big ones, because the big ones are the ones that tend to be sliding all over the place. Okay. I don't know what grade this is equivalent to, so I don't know if this is master grade, perfect grade, or real grades in quality or in skill. We'll see, because I don't. It didn't have a marker on it. What's gunpla grade this is gonna be. Okay. We have a tiny piece here that's just the face. I love that the face is just a separate piece on its own sprue. Alright, but let's get everything unpacked. And yeah, I should probably do that off stream, but I want to be pretty clear that I am not messing with anything and not setting anything up to make things easier for myself. God damn it. I should have made that a little longer of a cut. Maybe I should cut on the short side and just pull it up there. There's this. And there's already a loose piece. I don't know what piece that is, but it is definitely loose in the baggie. And it definitely looks like it's got knocked loose, because there is some remnants from the sprue on it. You can see, if it wants to focus, that is. Come on, camera, focus on my hands. There we go. You see that there's some remnants on there? That it's just gotten knocked loose. I don't know where on the sprue it's supposed to... Ah, no, I see. So it's from the D sprue number 15. Good to know. That might be important later. Now for the smaller bits. Okay, the fact that this is in here makes me think this is gonna be a high-grade quality. Okay. We're not gonna knock it though. We're not gonna knock it for being a high-grade quality. After all, it's pretty big and... Okay, it has a fucking stand. That's a plus point. So it gets bonus points for that, for having a stand included. At least I think it's a stand, because there seems to be an arm in there to put the stand to put it on a stand. Okay, just 3 more baggies. And they're mostly transparent pieces. No, not mostly all transparent pieces. They are all transparent pieces. And I still haven't figured out why my camera decides to glitch so much. Also, why is my music so loud? It's not... It's a bit louder than it's supposed to be. Oh well. There we go. And I think that's all of the baggies done, aside from the one with the stickers. This box really is not sturdy. I really need to make sure it's well supported so it doesn't fall. Oh yeah, I couldn't come up with the name of these, but wasn't it polycaps? Like, it's the rubber little caps that you put into the joints. Also, I'm not looking forward to applying these stickers because they are all silver and black. Like, they are fucking reflective as hell. Are you gonna be able to see me in this? I don't think it's gonna have enough of a quality of a reflection to see me. So, oh, what falls out in between here? Okay. I don't know what that says, but I think it's instructions for the polycaps. Oh no, I think I know what's going on. So these are corrective instructions. So for step 75, it says to do this with the number 4 here and L6. And on this 75, it says another L6. So this is probably gonna clarifying, like, if the joint is too weak, may use the alternate version. Or something like that. We'll have to see. God, I hate to say it, but I don't like these. I don't like the pages. It feels like cardboard, not paper, which is how am I supposed to say this? It feels too thick. It doesn't feel like you're actually being able to turn the page properly. Oh well. Let's sort this to the side and then grab this out. Oh god. Oh, Fuck, that reflected my light straight into my eye. Fuck. That blinded me for a second. Okay. Note to self. Aim that away from me. Okay. So, we start with... It seems like we are starting with a face. Yeah, you can't really fold it double easily either. Which is gonna get real annoying. Okay. Let me grab the box. And of course I put all the tiny pieces on the other ends, and it starts with the tiny pieces. So I need sprue. God damn it. What sprues do I need? A? I really should put these sprues in order or in some way. That's C. M. At least it's colored, so I can kind of see what the colors are supposed to be. Okay, L. Okay, we have the first sprue. Then we need A sprue, which is one of those silver ones. That's 2 D sprues and a C sprue. Here's A. Then I need I. And E. E is the black one. G. Okay, there's B. That one is we need on the next step. Ah, E. We still need I. Ah, that's I. The gunmetal one. The gunmetal one is not very clear in the instructions, because it just looks silver like the other ones, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll just remember E is gunmetal, not silver. Get my nippers. Try to nip my own fingers again, like last time. I5, so this one here. Very carefully. Okay. Then I need E18. E18, 18. Okay, so Playmax does do something that I kinda prefer over what actual Gunpla products do. And they actually number the pieces on both sides, so if you have the piece, the sprue backwards, you can still see the number. That's actually something I like. 18, where's 18? Ah, here's 18. Can't really get the angle for that properly. But if I just cut it off a little wider and then I can clean it up later. Okay. I also need 27 on the L. 27, that's this one here. Oh god. This is gonna be a difficult one to hold when I'm cutting it out. There we go. And then I need from A sprue number 14, which is this tiny piece in the corner here. There. let's clean these pieces up a little bit, and then we can combine them for the first step. The L27 I can already put into I5, because that connection doesn't need any cleaning up. I will have to clean up the I5 a little bit on the sides though. Yeah. Okay, fuck it. I'm grabbing my tweezers to do this, because it's definitely not an easy one to hold with just bare fingers. Also, I really need to get closer to my desk so I actually can hold the pieces properly underneath the camera. But the problem is my armrests are a little too high and they are knocking against the desk. So let me fix that. There we go. And what just fell? Something just fell. Oh, it's the holder of my. It's the holder of my my file. That fell. Okay, let me grab this piece again with the tweezers and clean it up. Turn that piece around. Clean it up on this side. There we go, and that should now fit. Also, I feel like I'm missing a piece, because if I counted correctly, there should be a silver piece here still that I've not done yet. Let me put this in real quick. Wait, what? Oh, it's the wrong way around. It is an orientation. Pins are off center. Yeah. There we go. That's put in there. Now the question is, where is that piece that I'm missing? God damn it! Please don't have fallen. Please just be under my keyboard or something. I don't want it to don't want to search on the ground. There it is. It was hiding under my tweezers. All right. Let me clean this piece up real quick. And on top of here, still a connection from the sprue that needs cleaning up. As well as on the side here. And if you want to know what grit I'm using for the file, it's 1000 crits. It's a 1000 crit file. Yeah, so what orientation does need to be in? With the slits to the back and then over top. Alright. Interesting. Next step, I need E2 and B1. B1 I already have over here. That's the face plates with the horn. But I need E2, which is a black piece. E2, this one. God damn it, a lot of these pieces are fucking tiny. So many pieces are huge, and then there's so many tiny pieces, and I'm just like, no way is this equal to a real grate in skill. There's too many tiny pieces for that. So this goes like this to there. And then we take the faceplates, cut that out carefully. Don't want to cut into my fingers again. Yeah, this needs to be cleaned up. There and there. Then I clean up the horn a little bit. Go, and we place this on the front. There we go. The head is getting a little recognizable. Okay, so I need A10, H5, and H4. So A10. So A10, that's this little V-shaped piece here. I'll clean up the cuts later, in a second. Because I'm definitely making the cuts a little wider because I don't have the proper angle to do it without stressing the P and the plastic if I do it at the correct height. Where's right there we go. Skull pieces. And then I need 5 and 4. 4 is this V-shaped piece here. And 5 is this little piece here as well. They're both V-shaped, one is just a little bit thinner than the other. So, cutting it a little wide, just to be safe. And I can clean it up after it's out. And this one I feel like I should grab a hold of with tweezers already. And it still fell. Luckily it fell onto my keyboard and not onto my floor. Because I have pebbled floor, so it would be a nightmare to grab and to find it on my floor. Okay. That's a piece done, and I just need to line this all up the edge. There we go, and file it down. Damn it, there's still a little bit of an edge. There we go, that's cleaned. Now that silver piece. Let's clean this up. Yeah. So that's too close to be able to cut with the nippers. So let's take our knife out and just carefully go over the edge to clean it up. And then we file it down a little bit. There we go. Now we combine these pieces for the instructions. And that's... I hope I'm doing this right, because the instructions... Oh no, I'm doing it wrong. I was about to say, because the instructions aren't very clear in the about the orientation of certain pieces. Because this bottom one, the big V piece, I had that upside down because it's not very clear what the direction is that it's supposed to be in the image. And then, if I am correct, that just slides in like this. Support the horn that's already there, because it's flexing backwards if I don't. There we go. Zeus' set is already made. Hey. Look at that face for a field nuke. Hi, how you doing? That's a nice field you have. It'd be a shame if someone nuked it. Okay, so I need J8, which is this one on the very end here. Can't even properly show it. It's this polycap here. If you don't know what a polycap is, it's like a rubber piece that's specifically meant for joints to make sure that everything kind of has the friction it needs on tiny pieces. And then I need 3 pieces from the E-sprue, which are 14, 36, and 21. So let's see. 14 right here. Gotta be careful because they put a connection to the sprue on an axle. So I need to be careful that I don't cut off the axle. E36, 36, 36, that's the one down here. And then I need 21. 21, 21, 21. That's that one right up here. Also, I love how I keep losing my tracking because my iPhone that does the tracking is in front of me and I keep holding the sprue in front of me when I'm showing it to the camera. There we go. God damn it. I want to hydrate, I'm assuming? Yes, okay. Alright. Time to hydrate. There we go. Okay, I might have to make the up and down movement a little less sensitive. Because goddammit, I'm going way high with my avatar. And again, that might actually be good. Okay, how do these connect? So, this polycap, in what orientation though? I'm assuming with the with the side that is has a notch out of it facing towards this piece, is there's a ledge that it needs to catch into. And then this over that, and that gives me a joint that is... Ooh! Oh god, that is... That's quite a sturdy ratchet joint, Jesus. That's a very strong ratchet joint. Okay, E37 and E35. Here that's at the dial. 37, 35. 37, 35. Okay, 37 is right here. And 35 is this one here that's next to it. I hope everyone has their decks ready for this Saturday. I have rushed into mine just so that Vic could still check the deck. And I haven't had a response, so I assume it's okay. Or I was too late and Vic was already gone. But I doubt that. I think he left today, so seeing as I sent it in yesterday, I think I might be in the clear for that. There we go. Clean all of these knobs up. Also, why is everything so overly lit? Hold on, let me turn off my regular room lights and have this one. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty decently. My father, however, a little less. I literally woke up today and immediately got told, yeah, we need to grab your father because he fucking is a dunce, and dropped a spool of wires on top of his head, like an industrial spool. So yeah. Tucker is written home for until the end of the week, and he still wanted to drive himself home. Like, what the fuck are you? You're literally fucking written home because you might have fucking mental issues from it for the coming week, and you're gonna drive? No. We're gonna pick you up. We're gonna be there with 2 people, so one of us can drive your car home. And then we'll just fucking deal with that. Because he was literally in the emergency room when it happens. He was fucking knocked out. The cops had to. The cops literally showed up to to help him. But that's more because he works in the harbor. I mean, he doesn't work for the harbor, but he works in the harbor area, and it's standard practice for if there's a job incident that the cops show up for the for harbor stuff. Come on, go into that spot. There we go. Also, no booping the snoots. No. Booping the snoot is not allowed. Baka. Oh well. If everything is right and they didn't miscount, my final day for work should be in like a month. So at least that's gonna be over soon. The problem is, in the meantime, not this week, but starting next week, I'm gonna have to drive around a coworker, which can screw up my streaming schedule, sadly. So, and this includes the Saturday streams, so I don't know how to resolve that. We'll see. I just hope it's not gonna impact streaming too much, but there is a chance. A2. Okay, don't get me wrong. I get that it's the same piece, but look at this. That piece, that looks a bit wider than this piece, right? It's the same piece, but this one is like 2 fingers wide. And that one looks like it's 3 or 4 fingers wide. Oh well. Take this off. I'm cutting a little wide because I don't have the proper angles and I don't want to risk putting stress marks on it. Alright. Let me open Discord. And there. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know what you why you're sending me that. That's quite literally one thing I don't play. Okay. And now we just clean these up. Okay, and then we put this on the front. If okay, I'm trying to tell you to play it. No. And then we take this joint that we just made and put that on back here. This way. No. Get out of there. Now there. Okay, so I feel like we're building the upper torso. Okay, so put this off to the side for now. Same for the face. I need E-sprue 17. A-sprue 11. I mean, I have A-sprue here already, so might as well do the A-sprue first. 11, that's this little piece here. Also, I fucking turned on the push notifications for my for the Twitch app, and I'm already regretting it because I'm getting notifications for like every single streamer I'm following. Even though I only put it on for one streamer. And it's gonna be such a pain to go through all of the streamers and say like, no, I don't want the live notification, please stop. I need I-sprue and L-sprue. L-sprue, I need L1 again. Not again, L1. That's this one in the front. Before we take that one, since that's tiny, let's get the other pieces that need to be around it. So I need I-sprue. And the E17 can wait. So, from the ice brew, I need number 4. Which is this one here. Oh, I think I found the best Yu-Gi-Oh meme. Oh. And that would be... Monster Cardo? Because I feel like that's the best one. Berserker Soul. Okay, so this is to go in here with those spins. Right? Oh no, it's the other way around. It's on the other side that this needs to connect. Need to be careful, because goddamn, these are some fragile pins. Okay. And then I need, from this fucking reflective sheet, number 1. God damn it. Number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1. Where's number 1? 10, 11, 12, 15. Number 1 here. God damn it. Grab this. And then before I place it, I need to remove this center bits. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Okay, so I need to now place this in here very carefully. God damn it, that is very finicky. Okay, hope it stays in there whilst I grab number 1 from the L sprue. Put that off. Then clean it up. And place that in. And that secures everything together. Ay, ay, ay. It fell onto my chair. I just hope it stays on my chair and then fall onto the ground, because then that's gonna be an entire issue. Okay, it stayed on my chair. Good. Alright. Now, I need the E-sprue 17. 17, that's this piece. Yeah. Clean that up. Clean that up. Let me take this piece, insert that like this, so that forms a core of sorts. Then we'll take this and insert that like so. That it's basically hidden behind the crests. What the hell? What's the use of that then? If it's gonna just be hidden like that. Why did I have to put detailing into it with a fucking reflective sticker? Oh well, I guess we'll see. We'll see. So, next step, I need E-sprue again. I need piece 42, that's the one on the back here, that's this one. Okay. Last cuts, there we go. But before I put that away, I need also piece 11, which is this here. And that's gonna be the neck ball joints, I think. There we go, and... Oh, I'm already skipping a step. Never mind, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll do this step and then we move back to number 10, because they are separate pieces. And then E-sprue 1, which is this color piece here. Like if these were connected, if these were the same piece in separate steps, I would have been screwed way more, but it's separate pieces that come together in the next step. So I'm just gonna finish this step first so I don't lose the pieces, and then I'll go back to the previous step. Okay, that's cleaned up. Clean all of these up. There we go. Okay. So, the straight spin down, facing. Make sure it's orientated the right way, so it fits. There we go. Okay, that's the neck joint there, and then the collar on there. There we go. You have the neck piece, I guess. Put that off to the side, and now we go back to number 10, since we accidentally forgot that one. Or well, I forgot that one. Number 3, that's this one. Also, this is another one of those kits that feels like you should probably panel line it. Because there's a detailed, some detail molded in here, but it's not popping very hard. I might have to panel line that to make it a bit more clear. We'll have to see how it looks at the end once everything is put together first. Okay, that's that piece. Now I need the E-sprue again. Needing the E-sprue a lot. So I'm guessing it's just gonna try and fill out every piece of the same color on the same sprue before it moves on to the next sprue of the same color. So 13, 27 twice. Oh, no, the 27s are on the F sprues. Okay, so I need 13 and 22. 22 and 13. Ah, 13 is here. There it is. Let's do that first. Since they look very similar and we don't want to confuse them. So 13 needs to be on this side. Oh. That's upside down. There we go. Like this. Doesn't really add much, but at least it gives some color, I guess. Not much in detail, but it adds some color variation. Okay. Then we line this up and place that. There we go. And now we need the F sprue, which is also a black sprue, which we have a lot of, surprisingly. There we go, that's the F sprue. But I need F sprue twice, because it's the same piece I need on both of them. And that piece is the 27. 27. Down here, this little piece here. So let's cut this out. And since it's twice the same thing, it doesn't really matter which one we have, so we also don't really need to worry about confusing the two. So I'll just cut out both and then clean them up like that. Okay. Not the nicest cleanup, but it's fine. That plugs in right there, and that gives a little bit of a thruster if it wants to focus. See? A little bit of a thruster. Now let's clean up the others so that we have two thrusters, so we can fly straight. There we go. And now that we have those combined, we need the J sprue again, which is the polycap sprue. And we need 6 and 7, which are these two. Let's start with 7. Because the fact that they are separately numbers does imply that they are not the same and that they have an orientation to them. I think. Yes, okay. So now let's grab the other one. Oh, that's 9. Almost cut out 9 instead of 6. I mean, I already had got one side of 9, so next when we need 9, it's probably gonna be loose in the back, which is a worry for later, I guess. And squish all of this together. Come on. Squish! Squish! There we go. part of the torso done, and we still have this fairly loose piece here. That doesn't seem to be very sturdily connected in any way, shape, or form. Okay, and then the neck piece should drop right on top, from what I'm seeing here in step 13. Gods. Some of these tolerances are a bit weird. There we go. Okay, it is starting to get recognizable as the torso for Zeus. But still, why this piece here? It's barely visible. Like, you don't even see the sticker I had to apply. Oh well. Step 14, we need E20 and L26. So, let's take the L sprue. That's the wrong blue sprue. There we go. L sprue. And we also need the E20. E sprue. And we also gonna need A sprue. So, we need 20 on this. 20, 20, 20, right here. Put that off to the sides. Clean up this piece real quick. Okay. Now the other sides. Okay. So that's 20. And we need 26 of this one. And of course, this one is only on one side. God damn it, Playmax, what are you doing? I was fucking praising you for having double-sided numbering on your sprues, and then you're gonna give me a sprue that's single-sided. Oh god, this is fucking tiny and I can barely fit my fingers together on this. Wait. Hold on. They don't even fucking tap together like the fucking image implies in the instructions. They both just tap to the same piece. Why the fuck do I have to combine them then? Alright, A9. Let's grab the space where it needs to be mounted to. So this one on the bottom. And then this one on the same spots on the top. There we go. And that gives us a little vent. And that one will be placed right here. There we go. Now we do the same for the other sides, which is A8. Put the A sprue off to the side again. Let's clean this piece up. Okay, I'm placing this already. Might be dumb, but I see no reason why it shouldn't be. Then we need L2, is this one. Take that out. And clean it up. Hopefully without stressing the plastic. And then we shove it in there. Not fully in yet, but just enough that it's snug. So we can get the other piece that goes into the same spot. Which is from the E sprue number 15. And then we can push them in together. So that they sit snug together instead of one being in the way of the other. Okay. Now we just place that here. Prongs in the holes. Prongs in the holes. Come on, go in. God fucking damn it. And I see why they tell you to place it onto the torso after having put those pieces in, because goddamn, it's a nuisance. You have the entire torso to fight with. Oh well. We got it in. Now we just squeeze them together. There we go. The vents are placed. Now I need A sprue and E sprue again for extra detailing on the sides. I need E3 and A4 together and E9 and A7 together. So let's start with E3. Since I need to place that first and then the ace piece over top. Cut it off a little wide. So let's clean those pieces up. Okay. And that goes on this left side. There we go. That gives me some vent panel lining. And then for that same side I need A4, which is this one here. Which, if I'm seeing this correctly, is also going to give me a little bit of a cover on the elbow joint, the armpit joints. Okay, so now just this. With a single tap, that does not look sturdy. Oh no, it's 2 taps. But still, not very sturdy if you ask me, because... It's fine, it's fine. Well, it's fine. It looks decent, right? If, focus camera. So, this is what the other side looks like without the pieces assembled. Come on, focus. Focus. So that's what it looks like without the pieces. And if I turn it around with the pieces. Camera wants to focus on the backgrounds. That's what it looks like with the pieces. There was some grating, but the grating is not very visible on stream, is it? Alright. E9 now, to complete it on the other side. To be honest, if I saw seeing the box, I expected it to be bigger than this, but it's not like I didn't expect it to be pretty small regardless. I just expected it to be a little bit bigger. But I guess we can't really see and say how big it is until it's actually all completed, as it can be. Because maybe the torso is just misleadingly small compared to the rest of the body. There we go. Okay. So upper torso done. Now lower torso. Also, going by step 24, it doesn't seem like anything else needs to happen with the top of the torso. So I'm gonna attach the head already. Just so that I don't lose those pieces. Okay, step 18. I need only the E-sprue. And I need 39, 41, and 7. Let's start with 39. And I'm gonna cut this one wide again, because seems like the correct way of cutting it is kinda at an annoying angle for the sprue. 41, which is this one. Again, also kinda annoying angles. So I'm just gonna cut it out wide and then do the proper cuts once I have it loose. And E7, 777, that is this little joint here. Now let's get the proper cuts in, so that they are actually shaped as they are supposed to be. With as little as a stress mark as possible. Okay, so this goes in here. Doesn't seem like there's really a faulty direction, I think. Then again, let's turn this around. Looks like there is a faulty direction. Squeeze that together. That gives us a midriff section, I guess. And then we put that off to the side for now, I guess. Actually, let's do it a little bit differently and just attach this to the body already, because clearly this is gonna be connected to the body regardless, and 23 just gets an extra step involved to prioritize the hips instead of the torso. 19, I need to e-sprue again. This is gonna be the hip assembly, I guess. 23, 6, 12, 5, and 26. Oh, this is gonna be annoying to search. Okay, I have 32 here. Then 26 is above it. It's the mirror image. There we go. Then I need number 6, which is this one up here. Uh, 12, that's this little gap on the ends. And then 5 is this little joint bits as well. Put the sprue to the side and let's clean these up. Okay. And just this all up. That's another one done. And then these. That might have been much. This is the 12 that needs to go downwards, if I'm seeing this correctly. But how downwards? Is that like here? No? Oh, I see. That's doesn't look very stable of a connection though. Let's start with 6 then. 6 goes in like this. Okay. Oh, okay. So 12 goes in behind 6. There's a connection specifically down here. If I'm seeing this correctly. How the fuck do I place this? Okay, I found it. I found the orientation. Okay, and then this one goes sideways in there, but the knob is getting in the way, so I need to clean that up first. There we go. And there we go, we have our hip assembly. Now, for the decorations that will be placed on top of it. Because this is just the functionality of the hips. Now to decorate it. So I need E10. Let's see, E10. Clean this up. Yeah. L30. Grab this L screw. L30, 30, 30, 30. Where's number 30? There we go. That's the end piece here. Damn it. It's fucking tiny. Need to clean these pieces off. There we go. Now we just file that down. Also, it won't get fit snugly where it needs to go. Okay, next piece I need is C12 and I3. C12 and I3. God damn it. And the sprue just fell. Great. Hold on. Let me see where that sprue fell. Oh. Yeah, you won't believe it. It got caught by Cupid's surf. Alright. Where's I? Where's the I sprue? That's the C sprue. I do need a C sprue though. C sprue number 12. Which is this tiny piece here. That's connected with just one fill line. There we go. And back into the box you go. I still need I3. Where's I? Where's the I sprue? That's the D sprue. That's another D sprue. Wait, I is the gunmetal one, isn't it? Where's the gunmetal sprue then? Here it is. Oh, that's the polycap sprue, that's J. Where's I? Damn it. It's one of those tiny sprues, by the way, so it's kind of difficult to find it, but I missed the big ones. There we go. I. And it's piece 3, so that's this one here. I know how it is with gunmetal sprues. They love to show stress marks. So I need to be careful with where I cut and how I cut. Okay. I have all the pieces. I just need a sticker. Sticker 2. Got it. Damn it. Gotta remove the centerpiece. There we go. And now we put this inside of this tiny hole. Which feels a bit redundant since its same detailing is already present and molded in, but I guess that doesn't show up enough in behind transparent plastic, so of course they have to do it with a fucking reflective piece. Instead. Okay, so now with this placed, then we put this transparent studs over top. Make sure it's pressed in all the way. Then this over top of that. If it wants to connect properly. It doesn't want to connect properly. Why does it not want to connect properly? Why is it being stubborn?
Oh my.
Oh.
What have I got here?
Thank you for following, Mr. March Simpson. Hope you're enjoying your stay. But why does this not connect properly? I am holding it... Oh! I'm holding it upside down. That's why. Trying to connect it upside down, which is not gonna help much. But that's also not very stable connection. Is this thing sure that it has to go this way? Because that's a very loose connection, unless I have to push it all the way through. But even then, it's extremely... Do you have any other hobbies apart from gaming, streaming? At the moment, not really. I used to do motocross, and I used to be quite good at it. Well, motocross. Specifically quadcross. Oh, okay, the stop one makes the black piece connect properly. And then we put this up here. There we go. Also, I love doing model building stuff like this. I do some off-stream as well. I have a lot of Lego kits currently in my room. and outside. I also do U-Gears, which is basically a wooden version of this with mechanical components. Like a lot of model building mostly, just to keep hands busy. I also am currently working on hey Army. I'm also currently working on a wooden mailbox for packages outside, but sadly that's been a bit on hold ever since I started working again. But once my work is done, I guess I'll be doing that again until I find different work. Okay, gold pieces 21 this year. What's your favorite Lego set? Star Wars, DC, Marvel, and any more card games? My current favorite Lego model set currently would be the Batman Tumbler. That was quite an intense build. Oh, Bionicle really goes hard, so though I prefer the original series rather than the reboots. I grew up with Bionicle, so I love the fucking story on that. I actually still have the fucking VHS of Mask of Lights. Yes. That's how old I am. I still fucking use VHS. I like them too. I had a white frost one and red and yellow one. Ooh, nice. As to other card games I play, I know how to play the Digimon card game, though I don't have physical cards. I have played an online emulator though. I used to play Duel Masters until they quit with making them in the TCG, in the European areas. I love that shit. It's basically simplified Magic the Gathering. Like, it still works with mana and all that, but as soon as you have one mana of the correct color, it works regardless of what mana cost you had. So if you had one red and you had a 5 red creature, you could use one. You could just use any mana you have. All 3 sets of Duel Masters? Yeah. Plus, it was a fun game. I actually have the... What do you think about Bakugan and Pokemon? Pokemon I am not into when it comes to the card game. I do like the games, but not the card game. And as for Bakugan, I have played it, but only the original series. When they rebooted everything, I kind of fell off with it. I've started fighting games over a new TCG. My finger hurts. Ooh. Yeah, I can believe that. Oh yeah, I need Sea-Sprue. Sea-Sprue, and I need which pieces? I need 2, 11, and a 1. But yeah, my primary TCG is just Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, I'm getting a little hot in here because of all the lights that I have on, so I'm gonna put a fan on real quick. Alright, let's clean these knobs off. Also, for this coming Saturday, the tournament that I organize, the deck that I'm gonna be bringing is quite rushed, to be honest. Me too. Same goes for the Pokemon. Still sucks in the 90s era of Pokemon until Scalpers ruined it. Ah, yeah. If hot, it's freezing over here. Yeah. You know what I would love to bring back? Fucking Acceleracers. I want that to come back. And I don't mean the fucking toy line. Because I know they are currently releasing the Silver series of 5 of them. But I mean the fucking movies. I want the fucking finale. I want to fucking know what those cliffhangers were about. God damn it. This here and there. Yeah, I am glad that they are bringing it back, some of the cars in the actual toy line. But still, I want those movies to continue. I still have a sweeper right behind me, by the way. I would pull it up, but like it's kind of big. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let me grab this real quick. Oh god. It's quite dusty. It kind of needs a cleaning. But like, fucking... Well, you see, man, my racing media was absorbed by Fast and Furious. Soon in cinema. Yes. So... I got the fucking sweeper still. Yes, it needs a clean. Don't worry about it. Like, this shit, look how big this is. And the fun thing is, if you pull a lever here, you can literally... It literally opens up. Yeah, I know. This could function as a launcher, by the way. This literally fucking has a connection on the bottom to connect to one of the Hot Wheels tracks, and you can just launch with it. Yeah, I know I have to clean it. I know. I literally pulled it out of the closet like after 5 years, only a couple of months ago. And executive dysfunction from fucking autism and ADD does not really help me with actually cleaning shit. And myself, I used to collect the original Pokemon cards, Bionicles, Gormiti, Action Man. Oh, my brother had a lot of Action Man stuff. Sadly, when we moved, we had to throw it all out. It was given away for free to one of the neighbors, I guess. Same with my fucking Hot Wheels tracks. And I still am salty about it, because if I look online for the same Hot Wheels tracks again, they are going for hundreds of euros just because you can't get them anymore. And there's a lot of nostalgia surrounding them. Okay. Then this on there. There we go. We have our... Still have the snake track. Oh, I had a track that was just... that looked like a... God damn it, what's it called? A NASCAR track, but on one end, it had two mechanical snakes that were constantly rotating in as an obstacle. Then I had one that was based on the Accelodrome from Acceleracers, and another one that was based on the Swamp Realm from Acceleracers. And it was nice, because the one with the Swamp Realm technically had a tiny, what's it called, hyperpods to finish the race. Because it had two different tracks that you could go on. And if you chose the right track often enough, it would open up a little pathway to hop into a little other car that's the car fit into. And that dropped down and killed the actual creature that was the main obstacle of that course. I fucking like that, and it's fucking no more there and no longer in my possession, sadly. Okay, I need F-sprue. F-sprue. I only need one if I'm seeing this correctly. So I need... Oh no, I need to do this twice. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on one sprue, and then once that's completely together, I'm going to do it on the... doing it again from the other sprue. Should really sell my stuff, to be fair. I need to buy an arcade stick. Ooh, nice. Yeah. If you're not using it, then yeah. Also, Transformers. I love the Michael Bay Transformers. As in the toy line. The movies themselves kind of eh. I have the fucking Michael Bay Transformers video game for PlayStation 2 though. And I loved playing that one, just to free roam as Bumblebee. Destroying the city. Yeah, it was a bit of a menace. Yeah, that's 15. I need 11, 11, 11. Where's 11? Ah, here's 11. So yeah, that was quite fun. There's so many fucking... Do you have any worst decks? What do you mean with worst? Like, annoying to play against? Or, like, worst behaving? Like, you don't really get what you want? Because I have one deck that's kinda gambling-ish. And that's Metafist. But well, just trash, not worth the money. Oh, no, in that case, it's not Metafist, because with Metafist, I do run some Bestials to kinda fill out the levels for Synchro Summons. And it does kinda enable them, since they like to be banished, and they are light attributed worm types. As in... completely cheap, not worth the money. Completely not worth the money to do. I don't know. I don't know, actually. I got quite a lot of decks, but I wouldn't say that any of them aren't really worth the money. If I have to say it of any of my decks, then I would say it's the Magnet Warrior deck. But that one might actually become better in the near future, because we have announced that they have announced that Bastion's Magnet Warriors are gonna come out, which might give this deck a little bit of a boost. We'll have to see. I need the D-Spruce. Where's the D-Spruce? There's the D-Spruce. But yeah, at the moment, it's Magnet Warriors, because you... for most of the cards, you had to buy the Yugi structure deck that they came into. And they are really not worth buying triple structure decks. Even though you needed to be able to get all of the pieces you needed. And then you still needed a booster pack for one remaining card that cheats out Alpha the Valkorion with the Delta the Magnet Warrior, which didn't even come in that fucking deck box. You just it didn't come in that deck. You had to get it from a booster pack, which makes it even more annoying, because that means you have to buy triple structure deck, and then buy the separate cards or a lot of booster packs as well to get it. Because even though it's a normal rarity, you just know if you're searching for it, you're not gonna get it unless you buy multiples. Wait, okay, which piece am I currently working with? This piece like this, that on there. What do you think about 40k the company? I'm not really informed enough on 40k the company to put a judgment on that. I do feel like it's kinda expensive. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is already quite expensive, but I don't know. With 40k it kinda feels... Yeah, no, I have no experience with Warhammer. I'd have to look into it, and I'm not doing that in the middle of a model building stream. Which side does this need to go on? Up, 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 up. God damn it! It's on my chair, so I need to stand up in a second, but let's do the other one first. Okay, that one fell on the ground, but luckily not on the pebbled pit. Yeah, from my experience, it's not worth spending $100 for full combat patrol to play the game. Yeah, at that point, I might as well just fire up my 3D printer and just 3D print my own figures. Like, the filaments that's spent on it is definitely a lot cheaper. Might take a couple of hours to actually print everything, but at least it's gonna be cheaper than actually buying the kits completely. Okay, that's one joint done. I think that's a hip joint? I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's gonna be like this. Right? I'm not sure. I'll keep it off to the side for now, but I think it's gonna be a hip joint. Again, I don't know anything that's being said here because there's no English translation, it's just Japanese. I'm just going off of the printing. Okay, 15, 22. That's 15. 11. 22. Put that to the sides, and now get these two singular studs from the D-screw. There we go. Now let's clean these pieces up. Up, up, up. That's clean enough. Oh wait, no. There we go. Put that on there. Now clean this one. Also, I love... this reminds me of building my Chaos Raptors. It's taken up to 3 to 4 hours to assemble in the back and arms. No push fit, by the way. Ooh. Yeah. Well, at least I'm glad that I don't have to glue this. Because that would have been messy. God damn, some of these pieces are quite tight. Oh! Okay, there we go. There we go. Together? Right? No. Okay, hold on. This has something to rest on. There we go. That's better. Oh god. I hate it when some tolerances are just a little too tight. Well, gotta be ingenious if you're gonna be working on such things. Especially... I mean, my day job is quite literally me just being a technician for hire, so I'm definitely more used to having to push together pieces that don't really fit all too well. But still, I need the L sprue again. The D sprues. H sprue, J sprue. I mean, the J sprue I already have here. So H sprue and F sprue, which are these two again. That's the F sprues. And now the H sprue, which should be this golden one. So, I need from this one number 7 and 24. And just to be safe, I'm cutting these off a little wider. Because on these gold pieces you can see the stress marks quite heavily. So I want to be able to cut them in the correct orientation to remove the stress as much as possible. Put that off to the sides. I need L3 and 4, which are these two. Okay, put that to the sides. Then I need F7, which is one of those bigger pieces apparently. 7, 7, 7. Where's 7? I'm not seeing the 7. Ah, here, 7. It's the orientation of the piece that has me confused. Because the image shows it from the back here, instead of on the front. So I was looking for the wrong sides. There we go. And then we need that from the other one as well. There we go. And now we need the D29, which is this one on the ends. God damn it. It's kind of annoying to have to do this piece twice, but I'd rather have all the pieces right in front of me immediately than having to redo all of the cutting. And then J3 and J4. Which are these two. Is my nipper getting dull? Cause fucking hell, I swear I've already cut that. There we go. Okay, so first things first, we do it one by one. Also, I'm gonna have to clean my keyboards after this, because a lot of those tiny pieces are flying off into my keyboards, and I don't want it to cause my keys to get stuck. There we go. Go. A little too well. Might have to cave off a little bit with the knife. There we go. Okay, that's good. And then we need this one. And one of these polycaps. Okay, so take this polycap with these two studs in there. Then gold piece there. Silver piece. And then I'm assuming that silver piece will be partially held in by this transparent piece as well, since the teeth are a little bit more further in. And that's the wrong orientation. God damn it. The fucking pack is not in the center of this fucking symmetrical diamond, so I have to fucking rotate it to actually have it be correct orientation. There we go, that's one piece done. Now to do the same for the other one. Polycap in here. Cut off the knobs. Tie it left. Because cutting them immediately would have caused too much stress to the plastic. Can't get a proper orientation for this one, so I guess I'll do it with a knife then. Okay. Gold trim on here. There we go. Now to clean the silver piece. Push this in. And now finally this one. And that should lock it all together. If I can plug it in. There we go. Two of those done. Now next. F3 and H11 and H18. So I guess I'll take the F sprues again. F3, that's this one. That's one. That's two. And now for the golden pieces. 11 and 18, I'm guessing that's these two. Yes, they are. I'm really gonna have to adjust my settings for Twitch app. Because again, I keep fucking getting interrupted on my phone with notifications from all the streamers I follow. Even though I only turned on live notifications for one of them. Right there. There. Okay. Now, how do I orientate this? One of these in between that. And one of these. Polycap. And like this. Seems a bit hollow, but sure. I don't think this is quite sturdy. Feel like they should have added some extra steps there. Just so you aren't with something that's flimsy. Oh well. Guess next step we'll put some paneling on there that will actually fortify it a bit more. And that fell on the ground. Hold on. Yeah, got it back. So that there's over it. This does not feel like a sturdy connection, by the way. Like this is just not connecting to these two pieces. It's just wedged in between there. It's not actually connected. Ah, yeah. Like I told you. Now here's panels that will actually give it some extra some extra sturdiness from the D panels. Okay. So D spruce 16 and 21. Let's start with one of them. That's 16. And the other one was 21? Yes. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll have to use the knife for this one. There we go. Okay, so... like this, right? Yes. Then we clip these. Gotta keep in mind they are undergated, which means I have to cut them at an angle. Because else there's gonna be remains stuck. Okay. Look at that. We have an upper tie. We have an upper tie done. I'm assuming this is gonna be like connecting like this, and then that goes into here, right? That's my assumption, but up until we actually see that step, we are not gonna make that connection, because I might as well be wrong. There we go. And then we just clean these up. So, like this. And the connection points on this are both the polycap here and the little nub on the side of the yellow of the golden piece, as well as themselves underling. So it does kind of fortify it indeed. Like I said. Still weird that it doesn't connect to the black pieces that are already connected. Feels like that's maybe not as sturdy as it could be. But then again, there is detailing that basically to together all of the pieces, meaning that there's not much room to actually slip. Okay, that's those ties done. Next set of steps. Okay, so I was wrong. Because here we see that this does connect to this, but not in the way I thought. I thought it was like this. But no, it connects like this. Like that's the knee joints. And this is the lower leg. Or the lower arm, I don't know. I don't know if it's the arm or the leg. I think it might be the arm, because it seems like there's a shoulder piece connecting to it. Yeah, I think it's the I think it might be the arm. Oh well. Let's do those connections real quick, just so that those pieces stay together. Also, this is smoother than this one. So, this one is getting smoother. Yeah. That being said, let's continue on. F sprue. I only need one, so this one it is. And E sprue, which is the other black sprue. E40, which is this one. And F2 and 9. 2 is this one. Sure, it's flat. Where I cut. Okay. So F2 connects how? If I hold this like this, and then like that? No. This? How does this connect? Oh, okay. So it goes in here in the big hole. And I have a pin in there that connects to number 9 at the 9. Okay. Connect that, nip that. Line that up. And that's 3 pins together as well as a plug. There we go. Okay. That gives us another joint. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna need the F sprue for the time being, so I'm putting that off to the sides. But I do need one of the D sprues. And the J sprue with the polycaps. Where is my polycap sprue? There's the polycap sprue. So I need D13 and D13. God damn it, I'm gonna need Megatron, aren't I? And then D12. Oh no, wait. Wasn't Megatron D16? Yeah, Megatron was D16, not 13. Never mind. My joke did not land. It crashed. This goes which orientation? Like this? Yes. And then I need a polycap J10. put that in there. And then I connect that with the other piece. There we go. Okay. So that's another joint done. That's gonna be the shoulder, if I'm correct. Then I need J5. J5. There it is. Grab this piece, orientate this the correct way. There. Like this. Okay, and then I need E8, L18, A17, and A18. So, I need the L sprue for piece 18. Which is fucking tiny, Jesus. It's that fucking tiny piece there. That's the piece I need from this sprue. So I'm gonna leave that connected until I have all of the other pieces. E sprue 80 in number 8, which is this one. Which is a bit more manageable of a piece to keep track of. So I might just put the 18 in this and then move on. Okay. 18. Make sure I hold and keep a hold of it, whilst also not cutting into my fingers. Use tweezers to hold it, whilst I get this clean cut. There we go. And now put this in here. And it flew out, of course it is. Just trying to shift it a little bit so it would line up. Thank God it landed on my chair, cause fucking if that landed on the ground, I would not be able to find it. Not because my ground is dirty, but because my floor is just fucking pebbles. It's a pebbled floor, which is not great for finding tiny pieces. Okay, we got the piece in, so now we can easily find this. Well, more easily find it. And the A spruce, A. This A, no, that's D. A, 17 and 18. Which are these two. Okay, now clean up these cuts. Really need to be more careful about my knife, because I might cut myself again. Wouldn't be the first time. And would only be the second time I've cut myself on a knife. I've cut myself on a sprue, I've cut myself on a nipper, I've cut myself on pliers, but not cutting pliers. I don't know. I think it was actually more of a wrench, to be honest. So this one is how? Like this. And this tiny piece goes in like so. Then we take this piece, clean this one up. Problem is, you're never gonna fucking lose the stress marks. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna take this out, this joint, because there's a little hole here that needs to go this tooth in. So it's better to have this put in this piece first and then in the back, because the back does not need a specific orientation. There we go. Okay. That's that shoulder assembly done. Mostly. Now just detailing. I need I-15, L8, a sticker, and H20. So let's start with H, which is the easiest one to find. 20, that's this one. Problem is, this is also the last piece that needs to be put on, so... L I already have here, but I'm gonna wait with that until I have the other pieces. And then I need... the gunmetal fucking screw that's tiny as fuck. I'm surprised I haven't had to use the green transparent pieces yet. Where did I leave the gunmetal eye screw? I know I left it somewhere in full sight so I could easily find it, because it's difficult to find due to its size. Ah, got it. Got it. And I need from that piece 15. Okay. So piece 15 is the first one to be placed. It goes like this. Then I need the sticker number 3, which is these two. Which again is not very visible because it's fucking silver reflective stickers. To be honest, I don't really see the use in them because they hide more details than they are adding. But sure. Also, that centerpiece. That center punch that needs to remove. That's now stuck on the side that doesn't need it. There we go. There's that. Don't you go away. You're gonna be placed regardless of whether you want to or not. You're going in there. No ifs or buts about it. There we go. Okay. Now that that's in there, we need L8 to make sure that stays in place. And we're just gonna clean up this edge a bit so it fits snugly. There we go. And now this one over top. And then we take one of these arms. And we need D24 as an in-between piece real quick. Now we can assemble one arm already. At least I think it's an arm. Could be a leg as well, but I think it's an arm. This goes lengthwise. So that's not... Why is this not tightly connected? There we go, that's tightly connected now. We put that over top. This goes in there, so that we have our elbow. And then we connect this straight to that. Right? Okay, good. Still though, this feels weird, so as a connection. Like, this does not feel like it's gonna be good. Because if I just rotate this this hinge, it's gonna fucking hit this pin here. And that just flexes up, which I am not comfortable with. I am not comfortable with how little tolerance there is on that. Like, that's as far as you can go without stressing the top piece. But this is the orientation it says to do. And if you rotate it forward, that's as far as you can go. Because you can't move the elbow out of the way either. You can close it further in, and then that works, but that's about it. But like this, no, that's causing issues. I don't like it. I don't like it. The tolerances are not great. I'm gonna quickly attach it. I know it's not gonna be intended, so yeah. There's definitely something that probably needs to be in there first. And again, yeah, no, it's actually... That is actually how it's supposed to be. Still though, I don't like the tolerances. The arm should have been at least a little bit longer. Or that fin should have been shorter. There's not... It's constantly hitting itself. That doesn't feel good. Oh well. Now we just do the same thing the opposite way. Basically make the other arm. And then after that, after the other arm is done, we start making the more iconic pieces. But that's probably more something for tomorrow. So, we need of this the 15. And then we can put this off to the side again. for a good while. There we go. Of this, the E-sprue, I need 38 and 4. Take 4, which is basically the mirror image of what piece 8 was earlier. And 38, which is basically the opposite piece of what piece... I don't even know what piece was. Oh yeah, the opposite of piece 40. And then this sprue can get out of the way as well. Then of this I need number 12 and 19. 19 I can immediately install, so I'm gonna do that right now. The 12 I will have to wait with until later. There we go. That's done. I need F-sprue, the one that I haven't used yet, because else I don't have the pieces on it. F2 and 9. Yes, okay. This is the one that I haven't used those pieces on yet. F2 and 9. I'm gonna take this off to the... Actually, no, I don't need anything off the F-sprue anymore, so I'm putting that back there. Oh. What the... What? I don't know what that means. I need J11, which is this piece. It means hello. Ah. Alright. Hello. And we can put that off to the side again. Okay, so let's put some of these pieces already together, because else we're gonna have a mess of pieces. Let's get these all decently cleaned up, so that they fit nicely and snugly. Yes, okay. This is the correct orientation if I'm correct. Put that there. This one is fairly cleanly cut already. Sorry, I'm used to using my native slang when grazing. Yeah. This is mostly an English chat. I have not much in language knowledge. For me, it's like Dutch, English, slight bit of French, and slight bit of German. I need these sprue again. Which is kinda weird, because I am building a fucking Japanese kit that just has no translations in it. I'm just going based on the images. D12 and D13. Have I already gotten that from this one? Yes, I did. So I need the other D sprue. It's slang for South London. Oh? I would... but not from South London. Yeah, no. Dialects I really do not have any knowledge on. The most dialect of a foreign dialect that I know is like a little bit of Texas dialect with y'all. But aside from that, no, I am not good with foreign dialects. well, foreign to me. Put that to there. And got that one. There we go. And this there. Then we put the polycap in there. Oh, wrong orientation. There we go. And then we got that. And that. Also, my apologies if I don't speak much. I'm just neurodivergent and often fucking forget to chat to actually. I'm sometimes just too focused to think about talking, which is kind of annoying when you're trying to be a content creator. Okay, I-14. That's this one. There we go. Let's see. Then for this piece, I need a sticker and the transparent piece that I still have to cut out. Okay, let's start with the sticker first. Grab it with the tweezers. That in there. And just apply it, and then I need to poke that hole out. I found that it's just easier to poke the hole out after it's applied. Okay, and then we need L12 to lock that in.
Oh my.
Oh.
What have I got here? Hmm?
Thanks, thanks for the follow, viewer discretion advised. Hope you're enjoying your stay. Alright, let's clean this edge up a little bit. There we go, and push that in. There we go. Okay, that's ready for in a bit. I still need piece A15 and A16 and polycap J12. J12 I can easily grab. Grab the polycap real quick. There. And then that's on this side because there's a tooth mark on here. So that it's ratchets. Okay. A sprue. 15 and 16. Also, my apologies for the camera every so often glitching. It's sadly something I can't really do anything about because I don't know what the cause of it is. I don't know if it's software or interference on the actual cable itself, or just an unstable connection on the USB ports. I don't know. And it's fucking eating me up because I fucking am annoyed by it. Because I constantly see it in the corner of my eye and I don't know how to fix it. I'm placing this upside down, aren't I? Yeah, I think I might be placing this the wrong way around. Come on, get loose. There we go. There we go. Up. So, let me see this. Is there a correct orientation on the back? Yes, there is, because there's a little divot. I had it upside down. There we go. Now it fits. Now I need to line this up with that ratchet joints. This I still need to clean up a little bit. there. And this little nap here. Okay, so this lines up with that tiny hole there. Okay, and then we clean up this plate. There we go. And then line this all up together. There. Shoulder piece done. So now we take this arm, this forearm, take that shoulder piece, and we take the A sprue, no, the D sprue, grab number 24. Slide that. God damn it, fell on the ground, didn't it? Where did it fall? There it is. Alright, take this, slide that over this big bag, just pretty tight. That's what she said, I guess. No, that's what he said. And then connect that like so. And then we can connect that to the upper body like so. And then we have the majority of the arms already. And then next will be... Oh yeah, I need to turn the page. What am I doing? Next will be the big turbines that is iconic for. If you don't know what we're making, let me just remind you. We are making this motherfucker. This fucking Zeus. Those fucking turbines on his shoulders are ginormous. But, seeing how late it is... Should I risk it? I mean, it's still technically half an hour to go, but... I feel like I'm not gonna be able to complete both those turbines in half an hour. And I don't really want to keep them as separate pieces in the box either, because then I'm gonna have issues finding them. Or getting them out. Yeah, I think I might actually make it a short stream today. And I will end it here. I know it's half an hour early. Not exactly something I like to do, but just to make things easy on being able to find where all the pieces are, I am gonna cut it off for now. And we are gonna continue this tomorrow. Let me just find a way of actually putting this in the box in such a way that it actually all remains stable and I can actually put the box back on it. Smaller screws need to be in the middle. And the real tiny ones off to the sides. There we go. And then I take all of the plastic out of the box, just so I can throw it out in a second and I have access to the actual box to close this up. There we go. Put this all back in the box so it all stays together. I did not miss any sprues. No, not any tiny sprues remaining here on my desk. Nope. Okay. So, sorry, I'm used to using my... Wait, oh, it's scrolled up. My bad. Alright, so put this off to the sides. Keep this in near my view so I remember to actually work on it tomorrow. And then we'll just clean up a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that stays for at least today. And with that all being done, let's see if we can find someone to raid, shall we? Let's. Who is currently online? Let me quickly refresh Twitch. I see some adorable dorks. Question is, which one should I do? Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ay, ay, ay. Why is it saying that I don't have any viewers? I can clearly see at least 2 people in the fucking lurking chats that I know aren't bots, that just aren't being counted. Oh well. Let's see, who is online? I see a couple people. You know what? Let's rate this double dork. Slash right. Let's show this dork some love. They are playing VR chats along with Dogman and Borsch. And like always, been a blast. Next time, bye bye.